I'm Stella and I'm back this week with a new video in which I will be updating you guys on the perfumes in my collection. So if that sounds like your thing, just keep watching. Alright guys, so starting off, I have a confession to make. I did my collection video about 3 months ago, and then I had in my collection about 27-28 perfumes, and now 3 months later I have accumulated 20 more perfumes. And I know it's crazy. I'm trying to hold off the situation and only buy things that I really want. And because there are 20 new perfumes, I will split this into 2 parts. So in this one we will talk about 10 perfumes, and in the other we talk about 10 other perfumes. They are in no chronological order because I can't really remember which was purchased when. And also another confession, that I have bought for myself some Christmas presents in the form of perfume, and they are in their box waiting to be opened at Christmas, so they will not be shown here. I will do maybe a Christmas haul to show you guys what I purchased. But let's stop with the rambling and get into the perfume. Starting off with Prada Perfume. I got this in the summer and I really love this perfume for really carefree, warm weather. It blooms perfectly in the heat. It smells of yellow flowers. It's got tuberose and frangipani and beeswax, if I remember right. So it's definitely very warm and floral, and really very elevated and just happy and bright. This perfume would be very versatile. I will show here as well the bottle if you're not familiar. So this perfume is really versatile. I would see it in many different occasions, very easy to wear. So this is clean without being soapy in any way. It's not screechy, it's very round, very happy, elevated, beautiful, uplifting fragrance. This is Prada Parfum. Let's move on to the next one. Another summer pick that I bought in the summer. This is Alaia Nude, and I did review this on my channel. I will link the video down in the description box for you guys. But this is basically this coconutty, very warm and very sensual, feminine, perfect for the beach weather. And it does have notes of Cashmerian and leather and tonka bean, but actually what it comes to mind when I'm smelling it is mostly like a coconut roundness. It's very happy and really beachy. I would say that very easy to pull off, and it smells elevated. So like definitely maybe suntan lotiony, but an expensive suntan lotion. So if you're on the market for a good summer fragrance that makes you think of holidays, Alaia Nude is a very good option. Another beauty that I picked up recently-ish, this is Armani Rouge Malachite. I also reviewed that, and I will link that video as well down in the description if you're interested. I've got the 50 ml bottle, and this perfume was absolute love at first sniff. I also included it into my love at first sniff perfumes because I will spray in here. This one is so alluring, very round, very soft in a way, but definitely present. So this one is definitely a white floral. It's got ylang ylang, tuberose and jasmine. Jasmine is very present, so if you love jasmine, this one is definitely one to check. Super feminine, very warm and tropical in a way, but without smelling anything like suntan lotion. It just has this a little bit exotic vibe because of the white flowers. And I just love this. I can't rave enough about it. So if you want to hear my whole review, please make sure to check out the video. But definitely a strong recommend for Rouge Malachite by Armani. Another love at first sniff that you may have seen me talk about recently is Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. And this one is just a gourmand lover's dream. So it definitely has a really strong sweet notes in it. It's got caramel and sugar. It also has pink pepper and orange blossom. and jasmine. So definitely very rich and very fluffy in its texture. So I will also link the video where I'm talking about it in my Love at First Sniff perfumes if you want to hear more thoughts about it. But I plan to review separately each of those perfumes. I just haven't got around to it. Definitely very addictive, and I find myself wanting to spray it a lot. And for that reason, I'm afraid that I will run out very quickly. So I'm kind of saving it at the same time. But definitely Love by Kilian is a very welcome addition to my collection. Welcome to my collection. Another new perfume that I mentioned briefly in my perfume wardrobe tag, where I was choosing different perfumes for different occasions. This one got chosen for Christmas Day, and this is Givenchy Organza Indecence. I remember purchasing it because I've read long ago how this perfume is very similar to Dior Addict, and I see that now this is a new bottle, so it was originally in a different bottle, and I snatched it as soon as I saw it because I think it's not very easy to find these days. But this is a very warm, spicy vanilla and cinnamon, so it has tons of cinnamon and ambery notes, and this is what I mostly sense. I think it's great for colder weather, and it's very sensual and feminine if you are into spicier scents. So this is one, if you can still pick it up, interesting to try. So Organza Indecence by Givenchy. This one was a repurchase of mine, and that is Cinema by Yves Saint Laurent. I used to have two bottles back in the day. I went through both of them. One was 100 ml and I think the other was 50. And I remember loving this one. Such a beautiful, beautiful orange blossom, very warm and sweet. It has vanilla notes, absolutely magical and super, super feminine. So this is like very cuddly and pretty scent, glamorous as well. I remember loving this one. I purchased this bottle after it also kind of disappeared from the market, and I was very scared that it got discontinued, but I think it just got reformulated, and this one now is much more light and transparent. So it does smell the same as I remember it, but it's more quiet, more transparent, and I think now maybe also wearable in like warmer weather as well. I love it though. I still love it, and I will go through this bottle. I can't stop sniffing it. It's really addictive, and I just love this perfume. And I remember being this very cuddly, kind of like La Vie est Belle style, but prettier if you ask me. But now it's a little bit more diluted, I would say, and I still do love it. So I'll go through this bottle happily, and then I'll see if I will repurchase. But yeah, so Cinema by Yves Saint Laurent. And this one is what I refer to as the bigger, bolder sister of Cinema. And when I first smelled it, and just for the record, this is Parfums de Marly Safanad. And the moment I first smelled it, I immediately thought of Cinema. I was like, this is identical to Cinema. But now that I have them side by side, I can tell that this one is definitely much more rich, much more thick as a consistency, and potent, lasts much longer and projects a lot. This is Ylang Ylang Vanilla Pear, very, very sweet and fluffy and round, super feminine, very beautiful. It is an oriental, as the bottle would suggest. It has this magic about it, and I really love this one. So Safanad by Parfums de Marly, definitely a winner. Moving on to one of my latest purchases. This is Bottega Veneta, and this is their, I think it's called also Bottega Veneta, it's their first perfume. I tried this in the store, and at first I really didn't like it. I sprayed it on my wrist and I walked off. I was like, oh, what is this? And after like 15 minutes, I couldn't stop sniffing my wrist. It was so addictive. I will spray it here as well. Very nice spraying mechanism, so definitely powerful. I love this one. It's so not my typical scent, and that's why I was like testing it many times, went back to the store, tested it again, tested it some more, tested it on a strip, tested it on my scarf. A lot of testing, but in the end I had to have it. I kept thinking about it all the time. This one has leather, as you would expect from a brand as Bottega Veneta, Cashmerian and patchouli and bergamot, and I really can't say enough good things about it because it smells so expensive and elevated at the same time. It's very airy. It has definitely this aura about it. When you spray it, it's very transparent, but also it has a very distinct smell about it, so you can definitely tell it apart from other perfumes. It's not something that I have smelled a lot. And there is a perfume from the Armani Private line that smells very similar like this, but it's much more thicker. So it lacks this transparent quality that this one has. And for this, it actually is good for all kinds of weather. And I find that it also lasts very well. So Bottega Veneta, definitely a review coming up, but finally happy to have it. And I'm going quickly through it. I don't know, I'm a bit scared, but I see myself maybe repurchasing. Too early to tell, but loving this one. Only 2 perfumes left for this video, and this is Portrayal by Amouage. I reviewed this one separately as well. An absolute beauty, very strong, distinctive scent. So it does have a tobacco, elemi, vanilla and jasmine. It's a jasmine bomb, and if you are a tobacco lover, it's done very well in here. Perfect projection and lasting power, very powerful. It hits you right away, and it's quite linear, so it stays the same. The scent doesn't change too much throughout the wear. I found myself loving this perfume. A little goes a very long way with this, and I will link also my review down in the description box for you to check out if you want to know more. And last one for this video, and the complete opposite of Amouage Portrayal. This is Siwa. I don't want to blind you with this very reflective bottle design. I have to say, I love this brand for their packaging. This is Siwa by Memo. And as I said, completely opposite of Amouage for the way this one is soft and very easy to wear, very versatile. Have to say that this one has very interesting notes. It's got whiskey and popcorn as a notes, and it doesn't smell like any of those. It also has violet leaf and vanilla. So definitely very soft. And to me, what this smells like is a very expensive Nivea cream. So super expensive, you know, Dove or that kind of like a very clean soap, but not soapy, more like creamy. So definitely very elevated, super feminine. I really like it. Powdery as well. Lasts pretty well as well, close to the skin, but longevity is very good. I have to say that I've been testing it a little bit. I don't know it yet well enough to review it, but I'm looking forward to make a full review. And just as a spoiler alert, I am very curious about this brand, so maybe I have purchased other of their perfumes. Just maybe. Alright, that wraps up this part of the video, and I will share my other 10 new perfumes in the next one, so stay tuned. Looking forward to see you there. Bye!